What's up, you guys? Back at you with another matchup breakdown video. I know it's been a minute. I took a break from these types, but you know what? We back, and we back better than ever. So the last video I believe I did was the Balrog lore matchup, and today we're going to be talking about Balrog versus Akuma. Akuma overall is a very strong, versatile character, sitting at 900 life and 900 stun. A very strong toolkit. Definitely top 3 in the game. He has a lot to offer, but today I'm going to give you like a general breakdown of how I approach the matchup with a lot of tech situation key points to point out that probably most Balrog players probably overlook. So when it comes down to trigger choice, I would highly suggest using V skill 1 trigger 1, but lately I've been running V skill 1 trigger 2, and it's been working pretty strong. Like, just to have the extra mind game and fear factor of the command grab is very high, but overall at the end of the day, I would say that you're never wrong with V skill 1 trigger 1, but really and truly you can't go wrong with V skill 1 trigger 2 either. I don't really suggest V skill 2 because of the fact that Akuma does have a fireball, but tap works pretty good too, but just to play it safe, I would highly suggest sticking with V skill 1. Yeah, Akuma. My game plan against Akuma is to really stand outside of standing fierce range and stand at a pretty good range to be able to react to fireball. So basically some of his most problematic buttons is hands down going to have to be standing fierce, crouching fierce, the almighty famous standing medium kick, crouching medium, and even his button at times. So his buttons don't really have a lot of range, but due to the fact of his high movement speed that he has, he's able to make use of the button that he does have. So generally, this is the range that I like to stand at, about right here, to just avoid these buttons and be able to react to fireball at the same time. So before I get into that, let me go ahead and turn all those off. Just set him to guard all real quick. Yeah, so about right here is about my range, which allows for standing fierce to work. Balrog also has good movement speed also, so even though you playing at this range, you can always micro step in and low forward just to do some pokes. Be able to contest with light straight. And this range is also good because it allows you to spin through fireballs when needed. My main go-to option to really whiff punish these buttons, especially the heavy buttons, will always be EX straight. If you don't never feel comfortable contesting with a button, you can always EX straight at any given range. You gotta make sure you have a charge. And then of course, with him having low life, the moment you get on him, you want to drain him as fast as you can. So overall, that's the general range that I like to stand at for this matchup. Let's go ahead and talk about a lot of tech situational stuff that Akumas get away with that I feel like a lot of Balrogs don't really understand. And that comes with demon flips, defending the fireballs the correct way because there's multiple options to get out of it. But first, let's go ahead and talk about... Now, as we all know, low fire into regular fireball. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Low fireball. Low forward into fireball has a gap. This has a general consent with all low forwards. At max space range into fireball, it's not real. Oops. You can always spin through it. So it's good to keep that in mind. Tech situation number 2. I want to go over demon flips, but since we're talking about fireball, I'm going to show y'all one more fireball situation that I feel like some people may actually be sleeping on. So right corner, left side, no, right side. All right, so I'm going to show y'all one more tech situation that people may not know about. It's going to be standing medium kick into red fireball, EX. There's multiple situations to deal with this. Multiple ways, I'm sorry. One, you're able to V-skill spin through it and get a full optimal punish with crouching fears into heavy screw smash into EX. Shout out to Smug for that one. You could jump over it. This is also good because as soon as you jump over it, you can put him in the corner and then punish in the same exact way. I feel like the second option is more reliable because if you don't have a strong sense that the V skill is going to work, you can just be 100% more comfortable with the jump out, which basically works more reliant. Now, not as much damage because if you do this, you can cancel into V-trigger and get the better damage. Now, this is more damage if you have V-trigger 1, so you can make this tech way more stronger just by using V-trigger 1. So that's why I say it's highly doable to just use V-trigger 1, but if you want to have like the extra mind games, you can never go wrong with V-trigger 2. So let's talk about demon flips. This is actually something that I still struggle with, but there are some answers to it. Alright, so we all know that demon flips have we all know that demon flip has a lot of options out of it, right? It has multiple options. One of the best air approaches in the game, and overall just kind of tedious to deal with if you don't know how to handle it right. But there's ways around it, and I feel like the best ways around it is either to stand and jab, because you have to think about it. When Akuma demon flips, he doesn't come exactly at you. And Balrogs, we have a high choice of always using standing medium, which is likely to lose depending on the range that it comes at, even crouching fears. So really and truly, the best ways to really deal with this demon flip is stand and jab, or either meet him in the air with a jump back jab. I feel like these are the best two options, because depending on the range, standing medium is able to miss. Crouching fierce is also able to miss. So if you want to make sure that you either get out of the way or handle it every time, I would highly suggest stand and jab or jump back jab. Now, if you really get big brain with it and feel like they're going to go low and not high, you can crush this at the very last frame, but before the kick actually comes out. I wouldn't even suggest doing this, because if you mistime it, then you get the Akuma gets the knockdown. So it's there, but I wouldn't suggest it. But it's an option. What else? V-trigger Akuma. V-trigger Akuma. Let's see. Air fireballs. Our favorite, right? Hate them. We love them. What we most likely hate them, right? So usually we have to hold this because he could regular jump and do it, and he got it out the demon flip, right? So there's two ways of him being able to do this. Playback recording. The first one was not in demon flip. Alright, so the second one is out the demon flip, the other one. So hold on, let me demonstrate this in the corner first. Alright, so usually when Akuma does this, we have to hold this, right? Depending on the range at times. But there's ways out of this. It's kind of tricky though. You can actually walk under him if he does it close enough. Hold on, I should have recorded that twice with him activating, right? I'm just thinking. All right, so if you do it close enough, you can walk out of it. Walk out of it, my bad. But this isn't always reliable because if you're not at that range, you won't walk under him. And if you try to walk under him, he's gonna hit you with the fireball. If you're in the corner, you can actually EX straight out of the situation to make him waste a V trigger, or you can also V skill out of the situation to also make him waste a V. So the walkout is kind of tedious depending on the range, but V skill and EX dash low is two of the best ways that I really like to get out of the pressure. It's also the same if he does the demon flip version of it. Let me turn that one off, cancel that, and record section with demon flip. Because demon flip is more low to the ground. So same thing. Even if you see the fireball, you can still EX dash low out of it. Like the low has such a fast startup, or you know, fast come out. It allows you to just get out of the situation. See, and that's another reason you might want to be careful with the walkout, because the fireball still has a chance of being able to hit you. What else? That's a lot of tech situational stuff for this character. So basically, with all the tech being explained, general neutral against this character is basically looking to whiff punish with straights, play footsies with low forward, standing fairs. Crouching medium is also real good. Like, use your most space buttons to really zone him out. And when he throw fireballs, be ready to spin through them. EX straight whenever you're ready to close the distance. It's all about keeping this character at bay, because the moment he gets on you, it's going to be tedious. Make sure that demon flips get reacted to with jump back jab, standing jab, which are the best two options in my opinion, because standing medium has a chance of whiffing depending on the range that he demon flips at. And the side switch, like if he demon flips and he goes for the side switch low, the cross up can actually cause certain standing mediums to miss. So that's why it's always best to go standing jab or standing jab. No, my bad. Jump back jab or standing jab. Definitely have your mix-ups on point, from throws to staggers. But that's basically the overall general way of beating Akuma and looking for the gaps. So hopefully this video was found helpful for those who hate the Akuma matchup just as much as I do. Akuma is a very strong character. He's top tier in the game, so if you lose to this character, do not feel bad. He's just a very strong, versatile character who has a lot of options. So overall, hopefully this matchup video helps those who need it. So once again, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in for another video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for future updates. And hopefully everybody stays safe, y'all. Stay safe, stay safe, stay safe, stay 6 feet from everybody. Wear a mask and be aware of your surroundings, y'all. Love y'all. Take care.